What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is time to talk about Final Order Cutoff this week. Let's say hi to some people in the chat before we get started. Sheena, what is going on? Happy Sunday to you. Neighbor to the north. You made it in, and I guess, are you still at work right now? Hope you are having a good time at work. And Wes, what is up? Something Wong bringing the flowers. So we'll get this kicked off. Might do it a little bit quicker this week, but let's see. We'll start off with DC and everything else over in Lunar. They just have regular, looks like, schedule right now. Sometimes they throw in additional days, but right now just a Sunday FOC. So let's start off. We've got Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, number 8 of 12. We've got Batman 89 moving on to issue number 4 of 6 here from Sam Hamm and Joe Quinones. With Batman Catwoman cover there by Babs Tarr. It's pretty cool. We have more Batman. Batman the Detective, number 6 of 6. I think I was counting the number of Batman titles on the shelf last week, and it was like, I think it ended up being 6 Batman titles that came out last week, which is insane. Tom Taylor is writing Batman the Detective. We got Andy Kubert, Sandra Hope on the art, and then the cardstock variant by Andy Kubert here. Black Manta on to 3 of 6 here from Chuck Brown, Matthew Dow Smith, and then cover by Valentine Delandro and Marissa Luis. No cover B on that one. But Blue and Gold is on to issue number 4 of 8 here. From Dan Jurgens, art by Ryan Sook, Dan Jurgens, and Kevin McGuire, and a Ryan Sook cover there. Let's see what else we got going on this week. From Lunar, we've got Future State Gotham number 7 from DC Comics. Simone DeMeo's covers on this have almost gotten me to buy them because the covers are really cool, but not doing interior arts on this. Giannis, I'm going to mispronounce that, so I'm not going to try. We got a different artist there. Josh Williamson and Dennis Culver writing. And there's a Rose Besh cardstock cover B here, which is pretty cool. It's a lot different than what she's usually doing, because usually we got a bright background, and she went dark on this one with some highlights of brighter colors there. It's kind of like that. Nice. So let's see what else we got going on. Hardware, season 1, issue number 4 of 6 here. Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour, 3 of 6. I really like this cover here by Max Sarin. And T. Franklin's the one that's writing this one. There is a cover B for this one. It's a Megan Hetrick cardstock variant, which is a beautiful cover here as well. So another Batman title, I Am Batman, issue number 3, tying into Fear State here, written by John Ridley, Steven Segovia on the art, with Jace Fox as Batman here. And then there is a cover B for this one by Kim Jacinto. Pretty cool action cover there. Joker is on to issue number 9 here with James Tynan and Sam Johns doing the writing, and Stefano Raphael Sweeney Boo doing interior arts. Guillaume March doing the cover here. I believe he said issue 8 was his last interior artwork for Joker. So it looks like Stefano Raphael is taking over the Joker story on the art. Sweeney Boo continuing to do the Punchline story. This is pretty cool. Miko Swayan doing a Punchline and Joker connecting cover set here for the cover B and C. They do have $5.99 price tags, though, so they're probably cardstock covers. But that's a pretty cool cover set there. And then there's a 1 in 25 James Sticco variant, who also, I think, for issue 8 did a 1 in 25 as well. So there we go. That's it's pretty interesting to see that there. Because he hadn't really been doing a whole lot of the big 2 type stuff, I don't believe. How are you guys' Sundays going so far? Got Justice League Last Ride, issue 7 of 7 here, wrapping up. This is Chip Zdarsky and Miguel Mendonca with a Derek Robertson cover here. So this will be the end of that little mini series. Oh man, yeah, I would. If I kind of stopped reading this one, but if I was, it'd be hard to pass up that set there. Very nice. There is a Chip Zdarsky cover B here for Justice League Last Ride. There we go. We got the Tom Taylor Nightwing coming into a collected version. It's a hardcover volume 1 of that. I'm gonna wait for the trade paperback on this, but this is good that it is coming out now, so I should be able to catch up and read Tom Taylor's Nightwing soon when it comes in trade paperback. We also have Pennyworth number 4 of 7 here. Still going strong. I've heard some people enjoying this one. Also part of the Batman adjacent titles we got going on. But yeah, there's not much else going on in DC other than Bat titles, it seems like. Redshift 5 of 6 here from Scout Comics. HS Talk writing. Brent David McKee on the art. And this one is really, I've been really enjoying it. It's a good sci-fi story. Issue 3 just came out last week, I believe, or the week before. But I'm really digging the sci-fi story we got going on here. And then we have the Shepherd Path of Souls trade paperback. So this was a non-stop title from Scout Comics. So they had issue 1 come out, and now all of it's being collected here into this trade paperback. Yeah, that I keep hearing Nightwing is really good. You should read Nightwing. And I'm really enjoying Tom Taylor's writing on 7 Secrets. And I feel like I'm reading something else by him now, maybe. But yeah, so because I enjoy his writing, even though I'm not a Nightwing fan, I figure I should give it a shot because I might enjoy it. Might be a way to get me into reading Nightwing. So we've got Snatched number 4 of 4 here from Sheldon Allen and Mauricio Campatella. I did not pick up issue 1 when it first came out. And then I got issue 2 in the Scout box and had a review copy of issue 2 as well. So I asked for a review copy of issue 1. I read it, and this is actually a pretty interesting story if you think about taking a drug cartel story and turning it into being about hair. That's kind of the gist of it. So it's a kind of a new spin on all of that, but looking at some important ideas and story concepts here too. They're saying volume 1 will conclude here, making it sound like maybe we got a volume 2 coming afterwards. From Ahoy Comics, we have Snelson Comedy is Dying number 4 of 5 here. We have Strange Adventures getting its hardcover here from Tom King, Mitch Gerads, and Evan Doc Shaner. And Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is on 5 of 8 from Tom King with Bilquis Evely on the art and this cover here. I've heard really good things about this story as well. It's Tom King writing, and he does tend to get some good praise for his writing. And it's really not about, the superpowers and all that. It's more about the character development in this story. Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue 5 here from Tom Taylor and John Timms. As we know, I think issue 3 is where we find out that John Kent is bisexual, and I think they have some more things that were going to be happening in this issue. I think maybe it's not this issue, but a coming issue here where he's protesting some Supergirl love. Yeah. So it's interesting that people are getting so upset about it. It's like, this makes sense. He's a young character. He's discovering who he is. So figuring out that he's bisexual and joining in protests and things like that fits the character and character growth and development for the age of the character that we're looking at. It's not a shocking thing. And so, internet does what internet does and gets angry at anything that's not, not their usual. Moving on from that, we got, definitely turning into a controversial run, but people on the internet just are making crazy talk about it for no reason. Titans United, issue 3 of 7 here. We've got Kevin Scott writing this one, a Jamal Campbell cover here, and a Cale New cardstock variant here with Beast Boy, which is freaking beastly. From Scout, we've got White Ash season 2, issue number 1 here from Charlie Stickney and Connor Hughes. I've read issue 1 of White Ash, and I need to read the rest because I'm probably going to want to hop on this. Mainly want to get this also because this is such a cool Jay Lee cover here. And I've never seen Scout do a 1 in 25 variant. I could be wrong. They might have done them before, but there's a 1 in 25 black and white Jay Lee cover for this, which is super cool. Sheena, you're right. It's wild. What's up, Entropy in Comics? Hope you are doing well. White Ash season 2, issue number 1 has a 1 in 25 Jay Lee cover. Super cool. And then they have the 10 copy incentive variant to Jay Lee, but that is not a true 1 in 10. Store just gets unlimited orders after they've ordered 10 copies of cover A. This does appear to be a true 1 in 25 variant. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me when I first said this, if you were in yet or not, but I read issue 1 of it now, and I need to read the rest of it because I loved issue number 1. So I want to hop on this now. And those Jay Lee covers are a good way to hop in. We also have Wonder Woman 781 from Terry Dotson and Rachel Dotson on this cover. Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, Vita Ayala writing the story. That is a pretty cool cover there, though. And a couple more covers. We have a TK cardstock variant here. And then last but not least, Wonder Woman trade paperback of volume 1 for the ongoing story right now. So that is Lunar right there. We'll hop on over to previews, but as you see, Lunar's FOC date is today. So if there's something from Lunar that you want to get, let your shop know today. We are going to head down to Marvel because Marvel is going to be due today. And then, so Marvel's due today if, of course, if you have your shop ordering through previews. If your shop orders through Penguin now, it's tomorrow. Yeah. But the White Ash world sounds very interesting. But I read issue 1 of season 1 of it, so definitely going to be reading the rest of that now. So we've got a decent bit on Marvel this week. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 79. We've got 2 covers for that one. There's probably a ratio too. So Cody Ziglar is writing on issue 79. Arthur Adams still doing the cover A's. It's interesting that we've got this rotating cast of writers, but first 2 issues I've really enjoyed with Zeb Wells writing. So hopefully we get to continue having some good stories here for Spider-Man. Seeing what happens with Ben Reilly versus Peter Parker is going to be pretty interesting. And then we've got a 1 in 25, probably Sergio Davila cover there with Craven on the cover. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Captain Marvel number 34, Kelly Thompson, Ivan Coelho on this awesome cover. Last of the Marvels, part 3. So all of the Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel characters are being drawn into this story, and Captain Marvel is trying to save them all from whatever's going on. Here we've got an Art Germ teaser variant. And honestly, I think, especially because they're calling it a teaser variant, we might be getting the original Captain Marvel back, which is one of those characters that has never been brought back. So it'd be interesting to see if that ends up happening in the storyline. I read the first issue of it, and I haven't picked up issue 33. So I need to go back and do that because I think that came out last week or the week before. And then issue 34, like I said, part 3. Good afternoon, Comic Journey. What is going on? Yeah, Captain Marvel's been this whole series from Kelly Thompson. I've fallen off of it, but been back on it here and there. And so I've been enjoying the parts that I've been reading. And this is drawing me back in. One that I've been reading since the beginning, though, from Marvel, Daredevil 36 here. Chip Zdarsky, Manuel Garcia, and Marco Cicchetto. This is the final issue. After a romance that's blossomed over the last 2 years in Daredevil, Mayor Wilson Fisk and Typhoid Mary are prepared to tie the knot. But in a fashion truly befitting the House of Ideas, calamity is right around the corner for the happy couple. But what sort of terrible discovery could be so monumental as to derail the most powerful man in New York's special day? Answer lies in this oversized special issue. If you get no other Daredevil issue this year, you must get this one. As you see, Elektra still is Daredevil, but with everything going on with Bullseye, Daredevil seems to be coming out of jail now. See, I don't know if it's if ASM is a cash grab per se. If it's good story, if it's bad story, yes, 100% cash grab. It's not quite weekly, but it's almost weekly. 3 times a month is a lot. I wouldn't care if it was twice a month. I think that's easier, right? But if it's a good story, I don't see it as a cash grab. If it's a bad story, absolutely, 100%. This is a cool cover here. Juan Cabal Stormbreaker variant for it, with the 2 of them there. And if that's the last one, we probably have, so we have a foreshadowing variant from Dan Panosian, which who knows what that's going to be showing. We know we've got something coming up with the Wilson Fisk story that's going to bring, I think, several titles together. So that's what's coming up after Daredevil. And then I believe we already had actually an announcement of Elektra being Daredevil in her own title coming up after all of that. So that's coming up into the new year. But what else we got from Marvel? We got Death of Doctor Strange issue number 3 here, which all of that that's going on there is insane looking. The Three Mothers, with a cover here by In-Huk Lee that features Doctor Doom, which honestly this isn't that great for usually his art's pretty. I really like his art, but I'm not feeling that one. We have a Spider-Man tie-in for Death of Doctor Strange, and it does feature Ben Reilly. And then Black Cat also being a part of this. She's had several run-ins with Doctor Strange recently, so that kind of makes sense to bring her in. But Jed MacKay writing this. I don't know if this is, again, like Marvel usually does, and we don't really need to read the tie-in. I'm probably not going to pick up anything other than the five-issue main story. Yeah, Death of Strange has been pretty awesome. I'm not feeling it, but everyone likes different art. Fantastic Four on to issue 38 here. We've got a looks like Terry Dodson. Yeah, Terry Dodson cover here with She-Hulk and the Thing. And then there is another cover for this, a Stormbreaker variant by Natasha Bustos. And then Hawkeye, Kate Bishop getting her own miniseries here. We just saw Miss America Chavez get her own story. So Hawkeye, Kate Bishop headed home to New York, leaving the West Coast to head back and get her own series. Got it's like Lucky there, maybe. Todd Knock headshot variant, Phil Noto cover, which is pretty cool. I really like the art on that one. Scotty Young doing a cover here with yeah, it's definitely Lucky the Pizza Dog there. It is first issue, so we've probably got a ratio here. Let's take a look. Need Balam, probably a 1 in 25 variant here. Yeah. Yeah, Strange Academy's been so good. So, I mean, if you read issue number 1, you know how they've already sort of brought him back. I'm assuming they're going to do something more with that, and maybe we'll see something interesting go on there. But yeah, Scotty Young's been around for a long time, and I enjoy them. He's not on every book. He's only on really issue 1s, it seems like. We've got Alex Ross still doing the Iron Man covers here. We got the birth of Cosmic Iron Man, and Korvac involved in this story. There is a Chichetto Infinity Saga Phase 1 variant here, featuring, of course, Iron Man's look here. And then New Mutants is on to issue number 23. Martin Simmons still doing the cover art on the New Mutants books. And then we head into some Star Wars stuff here. We've got the Ken Lashley variant for Star Wars Darth Vader issue 18 here. There's a Sprouse Lucasfilms 50th anniversary variant here, and the regular cover A here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't appreciate Alex Ross's artwork on covers. It's always a visual masterpiece. Yeah, the Ken Lashley cover for Darth Vader is pretty freaking cool. Going back to this, the Momoko variants, yeah, hit or miss for me. Some of them are actually, I feel like, are really, really good, but a lot of them that tend to just follow the same pattern, I'm not super big on. What is this? We got Star Wars Life Day #1 from Kevin Scott and more. The galaxy's favorite holiday, Happy Life Day. Celebrate the galaxy's favorite holiday with a collection of festive tales from all across the Star Wars saga. Life Day is the last thing on Han Solo's mind when he and Chewbacca find themselves outgunned and under fire. But Chewie won't give up hope, remembering the lessons of Life Days past and present. As for Life Days yet to come, well, they'll have to survive the night first. Interesting random story there. There is a ratio variant on it as well. The Sprouse variant. And we have Dursema variant as well, but no artwork on that. What's up, Azores Tiger in the house? Good morning over on the West Coast. For a little bit longer over there. We've got Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads moving on to issue number 5 of 5 here. Peter David and Greg Land on this. What else we've got? We've got Thor number 19. Donnie Cates and Nick Klein starting a new storyline here. God of Hammers. Mjolnir has gone missing, and nobody, not even the powerful eyes of Lady Sif, is able to locate it. So Thor must turn to the last person he wants help from, Odin. For until the hammer is found, nobody in the realms is safe. Artist Nick Klein is back for the twists and turns not even the All-Father is ready for. That is an awesome cover there by Nick Klein. And there's going to be an Azrar variant here, but no artwork yet. And a 1 in 25 probably from Gary Frank. No artwork yet. There is a Lupacino Infinity Saga Phase 1 variant, though, here, featuring what's going on in the movies. And we got some omnibuses here. Thor by Jason Aaron. We got Warhammer 40K Sisters Battle number 4 of 5 and a variant there. And Winter Guard number 4 of 4 with a Tony Infante variant, which has a little bit of a manga anime vibe to it. There is a Ivan Shavrin variant here. And coming down the last little stretch of Marvel, we've got a badass Adam Kubert cover here for Wolverine number 18. Ben Percy and Paco Diaz on this one. Yeah, I've heard Thor has been such a good story. I dropped off of it maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, just because not a big Thor person myself, but I was enjoying the story because the writing was pretty good. Ooh, that could be. Yeah. That goes back to Thor number 6, right? Thor 6, we had the I think it was 6. That Vision, he's got the glove, and he's got the Infinity hammer. Yeah. But yeah, awesome cover A here from Adam Kubert, and then Alex Maleev doing a variant on this. Pretty cool. And actually, almost missed this. There's a Greg Land ratio variant in here, probably 1 in 25. Which, honestly, the other covers I'm liking better than the Greg Land. Yeah, it was Thor number 6 where we had that vision. Okay, because I know I've got the second print of it, but it's been a while since I've thought about that. X-Men number 5, Gary Duggan, Javier Pina on the art, and then Pepe Larraz doing this cover A here. Things are looking a little crazy. Enter Dr. Stasis, X-Men's new nemesis, finally makes himself known, bringing his creations to bear. Mutants may have conquered death, but their foes are all too living. There is a Coelho Stormbreaker variant with Jean Grey and Cyclops back to back. And then the Trial of Magneto's onto issue 4 of 5 with a beautiful cover A here of Scarlet Witch by Valerio Schiti. Double, toil and trouble. A Wanda divided cannot stand, but there are many other things she can do. And we also have a Paco Medina variant here. So we'll keep moving down. One of those covers. I missed when that comment came in. Dynamite's got James Bond, Himeros number 2 here. Kiss Phantom Obsession number 3. All these got tons of covers here. This is a new one from Dynamite. Looks like NYX. From the pages of Vampirella and Sacred 6 comes Nyx, daughter of a human and the mad god Chaos himself. There is another Rose Besh Dynamite cover here, which is pretty. It's fire, you know. I love when she outlines things in such a way. Like the pink outlining is pretty cool. She had a cover on FOC last week as well for I think it was for Sheena. Yeah, some pretty cool covers there. That's what Dynamite's pretty known for, is having a lot of covers. We even have a TMNT homage here. That's pretty cool. What's up, Six Face? We've gone through Lunar. We've gone through Marvel. What's up, Legion of Comics? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Yeah, there we go. Missing all the chat here for a second. But yeah, this is interesting. A TMNT homage cover there. I don't know if there are really any must picks yet. There's been some like good storylines with Marvel in the Death of Doctor Strange. I mean, yeah, just if there's anything that you missed, you can always scroll back a little bit. This is interesting. Zoe Lachey doing a cover that's not an exclusive variant. I don't know if this is her first one that's not an exclusive variant, but it's definitely an early one. And it's over with Dynamite. It is a regular cover price cover. It's cover G. And then Besh also had a Vampirella 25 cover here. Here's the trade dress one, which is the regular cover price one. But again, Rose Besh doing a lot more covers now. She might become, in terms of overuse of covers, the next Peach Momoko in that sense. But we shall see. So Boom Studios, we already got a second printing of House of Slaughter #1, and House of Slaughter #1 doesn't come out until a week from Wednesday. But here is the second printing cover from Miguel Mercado. There is a foil cover for this. And there's a 1 in 10 incentive variant, which features art by Jay Lee, which is an homage to his Something is Killing the Children #1 cover, which he's also homaged on, I think this was issue 16. Issue 16, he did the young Erica, and I'm blanking on her name, but Erica's mentor. So now we get Aaron in the same style here, which I'm 100% going to order this one, because this is, I gotta complete my collection of those covers. Hopefully they don't do any more of those now, just because then it's just gonna get wild. But no other variants for that, except there is the local comic shop day 2021 House of Slaughter cardstock variant here, which is a black and white of that cover. So I am going to have to go ahead and pick that up as well, because it's got Jay Lee's art gracing the cover there, which is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it just like Berserker, right? Berserker #1 was so overprinted. I picked up the covers that I thought were cool, and that's it. That was my pick for House of Slaughter. I wasn't gonna go and try to get the 1 in 1,000 variant, because think about that. It's like several weeks of comics to read, rather than getting one single cover. Also, local comic shop day cover and story, it looks like we've got, is Magic Master of Metal #1. This is a cardstock Adam Gorham variant here. I don't know if Adam Gorham does the main cover of Magic Master of Metal, and if it's a color version of this, but that's a possibility. And then we have Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body, #1 of 5, as a local comic shop day variant. Christopher Cantwell, Luca Casalanguida, and Ryan Sook on this one. And that story, we'll get to it, is on FOC today as well. Before we get there, we've got Mamo #5 of 5 from Sasmilage. This is a boombox title, but it has been a very good story to read. I felt like I've been enjoying it. There's a 1 in 10 virgin cover of the cover A. That's it there. We'll move over to Power Rangers, where we've got #13 cover A here by Gerald Perel. And as always, our cover B is a legacy numbering variant. This one by Danielle De Nicuello. A 1 in 10, which is a virgin cover A. A 1 in 15 virgin of cover B. A 1 in 25, which is from Ryan Gonzalez. A FOC reveal variant from Yejin Park here. And then we should have a version of that as a 1 in 10 FOC reveal. And finally, an unlockable of the Ryan Gonzalez. Yeah, went with the cover A reader and a reader copy for, yeah, exactly. I think I went for A and B potentially, and then the 1 in 50 I liked because of the homage to Nice House on the Lake. I think that was it. I've been very very much focusing on picking up the story more so than the variant, and I've been happier doing that. There's gonna be hundreds of the 1/1000s. Picked up a couple of the metal magic Master of Metal ones. Nice. So yeah, looking at regarding the matter of Oswald's body, here is the cover A for that, and this is about Lee Harvey Oswald. And where is his body? So it's interesting. We've got kind of a little bit of what's happening with Lee Harvey Oswald from Department of Truth. So we getting a little bit of that here in this as well. And speaking of, they say for fans of the Department of Truth and Time Before Time. So we've got that there. What's up, Jason? How's it going? Yeah, I don't feel like I have a whole lot on FOC this week. I already have this one on my pool list. We've got a couple covers for it as well. So no cover B. Or no, wait. Yeah, no cover B, but we have, I guess, a cover B that's a 1/25, which honestly, it's a pretty cool cover. It's by Ryan Sook. Cover C is an FOC reveal. So this is the second cover price cover is this one here. It is from Jacob Phillips. That one right there. And let's see if they threw in something else here. Unlockable cover D right there. And that's it. So cover A, cover C are cover price. Cover B is a 1/25. And then there is an unlockable version of cover A. It is not connected to the Department of Truth, but just a whole nother story about Lee Harvey Oswald. FOC reveal means probably they just waited till Final Order Cutoff to reveal the art or reveal that it even is orderable. So this cover would not have been in the previews catalog. So it only appeared on here on the Final Order Cutoff list. Well, Department of Truth is Image, right? So no love concentrated at Boom per se. Which reminds me, so before we get into the comics and graphic novels, I skipped over the top half while I jumped over to Marvel earlier. Because Marvel was going to be due today if your shop orders from Diamond. So let's scroll back up to look at Image. Image, we've got Echolands #2 getting a second printing. I'm really enjoying this story. Geiger, trade paperback for volume 1. Image firsts reprints for Invincible and Saga coming in 20 bundles of 20. I thought these came out previously. So Image Comics is representing 10 first issues as an introduction to the publisher's most acclaimed titles. Pretty sure they did these Image firsts several years ago already. Because I think I have an Image first for Saga. Or maybe for Invincible, one of them. Man-Eaters, The Cursed. So second volume of Man-Eaters wrapping up here with issue 5 of 5 here. And there is a cover B by Leah Meternick. Yeah, I enjoyed Geiger volume 1. I don't know with where it's going to go next if I'm going to continue with it, but I did really enjoy volume 1. Yeah, so it looks like, so interesting. So shops have to order a bundle of 20 of these. So if shop's not willing to get 20 of them, they may not order them. versus I've seen the previously that wasn't a thing there. Okay. All right. I'm not going crazy then, Wes. Thanks for saying that. Ordinary Gods, number 5 here from Kyle Higgins, Joe Clark, Felipe Watanabe, and Frank William. There's no other covers for that one this week. A new book here from Image, Phenom X, number 1 from John Leguizamo, Aram Rappaport, Joe Masiak, and Chris Batista with a Jim Munez cover here. I'm not actually really a huge fan of that cover art. Wrongfully imprisoned and desperate to regain his freedom, Max Gomez agrees becomes a subject in an underground government experiment. When the trial gives him phenomenal shape-shifting abilities, Gomez learns his new freedom requires surviving a superpowered war fought on the streets of New York City. The idea sounds pretty cool. We have a Todd McFarlane cover B here, which is not Todd McFarlane's best work. Let's see. I'm about to drop Radiant Black and Ordinary Gods. I am still loving Radiant Black, but Ordinary Gods I dropped after the second issue. Radiant Black is definitely taking some big turns, twists and turns. Phenom X, the story sounds interesting, but this is probably just because of the cover art. It just isn't drawing me in. But if I hear good things after people have read it, I may go back and pick it up. Radiant Black number 10 this week has a black light edition, which is going to cost $9.99 for the black light edition. But you can get the cover A, which is same, not black light, and it's $3.99. So we are finding out more about what on earth is going on in this world. 10 issues in, it's been getting crazy, like we were talking about in here. I mean, it's definitely got a little bit of a Power Rangers vibe. I wasn't a big Power Rangers fan, other than just casually watching here and there when I was a kid. But I like the plot twists that we've been being thrown here. There's a cover B by Igor Monti here, and just to see, there may be a ratio on this. There's a 1-in-25 Declan Shalvey ratio there. So that takes us to A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. Number 1 is getting a second printing with a different color for the art there. And number 2 here. Same format for the cover style, but featuring a different character there. Sonny digs into the dark web to discover the Blue Jackal's next victim. He soon realizes he is not the only man on the job. I'm giving this one another issue. Number 1 didn't grab me 100%, but I also am not used to Remender's writing, so I'm giving it that extra shot though. Sea of Stars, I thought had ended before, but this issue number 11 is apparently the series finale, which that kind of bothers me a little bit because it's not on 10 or 12 where you think it would end. Who knows? I read the first 6 or 7 of this, I think. And I really enjoyed the first volume. I didn't realize it hadn't ended with the first volume, but it continued. 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. It's on to issue number 6 from Kyle Starks and Chris Schweizer. We've come to the conclusion. So I guess this is the last issue of 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. There is a Layla Del Luca variant here. Del Duca. I thought it was, maybe it is Del Duca. And then Stillwater from Chip Zdarsky and Mike Spicer and Ramon Perez here on to issue number 11. Things got wild in issue 10. So if you fell off of Stillwater and you want something wild, go back and check out issue 10. It's a fun time. Trover Saves the World number 405 here from Tess Stone. And Undiscovered Country still going on issue number 17, Possibility Part 5. This one I fell off of a very long time ago, but I almost feel like if I read it now, if I were to read through the trades, I might enjoy it more getting to read through a bunch at once. So I'll have to come back and check that one out. Dark Horse Comics, we've got Maze book number 305 from Jeff Lemire. This one, oh my God, it is so good. Yeah, Stillwater is definitely a must read for me as well. Zdarsky's doing such a good job there. What's up, Shatterglass Comic Reviews? Thanks for posting about the variant that you got it in. Appreciate you. Maze book number 3 has a variant here by Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Yeah, definitely a really amazing story, and what he had happen in the last story was pretty cool. Yeah, it is definitely the only book from Dark Horse that doesn't feel like one ply toilet paper. I agree. The quality of paper on the other books is not great, but May's book, it's amazing. We also have No One Left to Fight Volume 2 here, Issue 2. Parasomnia getting its trade paperback. That's a Colin Bunn story there. Unbelievable Unteens from the World of Black Hammer on to 4 of 4. So another Jeff Lemire book here with Tyler Crook on the art. I am curious if any of the Black Hammer books are also getting good quality printing with Jeff Lemire writing. I don't know. Wonder if there's some favoritism in how they're doing it. Kanto Lionhearted on to issue 4 of 6 here from David Boer and Drew Zucker. Yeah, I know I need to go back and read Kanto, and it will happen one day, but I have not gotten to yet. Liana Kangas doing a 1 in 10 variant for this, which is pretty cool. I do like her art. She's popped up on a couple indie things and some Kickstarters even too. So if I was reading Kanto right now, I definitely want to be getting that. That could be too. Yeah, maybe Lemire says, hey, I want this book to have better quality. I'll take a slight pay decrease on this title or something. I don't know. Station Big Herm. We've got Star Wars High Republic Adventures Monster Temple. The Monster of Temple Peak. How about this? Just kind of leaves words out. From Kevin Scott and Rachel Stott. This one continuing. I read issue 1 of this. I haven't gotten to read issue 2 yet, but I enjoyed it. It's a pretty interesting story. Not really, Jedi centric, but having connections there. So it was pretty cool. Transformers King Grimlock, number 4 of 5 here from Steve Orlando, Augustin Padilla, and Dave Wilkins. Oh, snap. J2 in the house bringing snacks. We've got, I think tonight you're going live tonight, right, J2? 8 Central, I want to say. The low grades going live. Sid, he was talking about, we were talking about the Boom book, Oswald's, what was it? The Truth of Oswald's Body? Regarding the matter of Oswald's body. Wow. It's not connected. But yeah, it just also features Oswald in it, Lee Harvey Oswald. This one here, Transformers Wreckers, Tread, and Circuits, number 2 of 4 here. And that wraps up IDW. It was pretty light IDW week this time here. What is this? Star Wars episodes 4 through 9 adaptation box set. The graphic novel adaptations of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. All in a special box set. That's pretty cool. Okay, so back down to the final section here. Let's see. It's an impromptu to make up for taking Friday off, but 8 p.m. Central is correct. Nice. So go check out the low grades tonight at 8 p.m. Central. I think Team Nerd Herd's still on tonight, 9 p.m. Central. I'm taking a night off from hanging out on their new Top Picks show. And you guys got something going on tonight, Wes, with the future specs? Feel free to drop the info in the chat. So let's move into comics and graphic novels. We've got Almost American number 3 from Aftershock Comics here. I'm enjoying this story and the fact that it is a true story that's been changed to, hide identities and things like that, but it's pretty cool. Let's see what else we've got. Heavy Metal Magazine Bob Fingerman's Pariah trade paperback. I don't know if this is something that was originally printed in the magazine and now getting its own separate thing there, or what the case there. Chicken Devil onto issue number 2 here. I love this cover. Brian Bucalato and Hayden Sherman. This one was a little bit darker than I expected issue 1 to be, but still an enjoyable story. Let's see what else we got going on. Cat's trying to eat my comics. No future specs tonight because Joey's having computer problems. Oh man. Let's see. From Ablaze, we got Cimmerian Beyond the Black River, number 2. Couple covers there. We've got an homage cover here to Thor 337 by Fritz Casas. What else we got going on here? We've got Destiny New York trade paperback here. I think that's already been out, but if not, pick up your trade paperback for this, collecting issues 1 through 5. Really enjoyed this story. It's a very immersive world from Pat Shand. Got some dynamic forces things here. I'll keep scrolling down. God Killer hardcover book 2 for Tomorrow's Ashes. Absolutely wild story there, so worth checking out. This is probably the fourth week maybe I've seen this one on FOC. Ice Cold Kills one shot from Amigo Comics. In shops is listed as to be determined, which sounds like that is part of the whole printing issue, paper shortage issue that we got going on now, and severe issues with the production of everything. I'm looking at my cat because he's doing something weird. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Whirlwind, welcome in, and yeah, Chicken Devil looks like it's issue 2 is going to be pretty wild as issue 1 was. We've got My Date with Monsters number 1 here from Paul Tobin and Andy McDonald. 7 years ago, an attempt to weaponize dreams results in holes being punched through the world we know and into the world of dreams. Nightmarish creatures now stalk the land, sprouting from and killing anyone unlucky enough to dream. The only way to save the world is for certain people to have their dreams come true, which is how Risa Harumi finds herself not only fighting monsters, but forced into finding true love. Monsters and modern dating feels like a nightmare either way, and the only help Risa has is a friendly-ish monster named Croak and her preteen daughter, Machi. So, writer of Bunny Mask, Paul Tobin, and artist on I Breathe the Body and Multiple Man, Andy McDonald, comes a unique story of one woman's quest to save the world if only she could learn the difference between love and monsters. There is a 1 in 15, looks like James Herron variant here. It looks like they put it in here twice, under 59 and 60. So I don't know why that happened, but it's the same cover. Both say 1 in 15. One says free. One doesn't. Not sure. But yeah, there's a 1 in 15 James Herron variant there. Moving on, we've got some Behemoth coming up here. 9 Stones issue 4 here from Samuel Spano. I really dug issue 1 and 2 of this. I really love the art style in this, and the story has been pretty interesting. It's got a cover B here, which is pretty sick as well. Oh, man. Yep. Definitely digging that cover. So that's one of... Right, J2? Sounds like a fun time. Sounds like that might be up your alley there. Also from Behemoth, we've got Nobody's Child 3 of 6 from Massimo Rossi and Ramiro Barallo. Bakari has dedicated his life to protect Sabium, the last albino rhinoceros on planet Earth. Sabium is continually hunted due to his genetic code holding the power to regenerate man. After the events of issue 2, which hasn't come out yet because delays of production. But you guys know we had a variant for issue number 1, right? So if you haven't gotten your exclusive You Promised Me Comics variant for Nobody's Child number 1, hit us up on Instagram or email us youpromisedmecomics@gmail.com and get your copy so you can read that, and then you can pick up issue 2 whenever it finally hits shelves. Maybe this week, maybe next week. Probably, from what I understand, it's going to be next week. And then issue 3 says November 17th, but given delays, it'll probably be a little later, I'd assume. So most things still are saying like 3 weeks out. Most are starting to say 4 weeks, though, because that should be 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4 weeks out. So if you notice that on FOC, there's going to be more things that are further out that we're seeing on FOC. And I said out as I clicked on out number 2. This one from Rob Williams on writing, Will Conrad, Marco Lesko on the art, and Tim Bradstreet doing the cover art here. Really cool issue number 1. This one does have a 3 week out time period here. But yeah, issue number 1 was pretty cool. We know we've got vampires happening in this, in a World War II story. There you go, more monsters. But this one, Jake, no dates with those monsters. Let's see what else we got. There's a second printing for Rush number 1 from Vault Comics. Rush hasn't hit shelves yet. So I'm not sure. I guess it sold out, though, after it hit FOC, and Tim Daniel doing the second printing cover art on this. Let's see. There's a hardcover from Titan Comics called Smart Girl, acclaimed artist of Blade Runner Origins, debuts a stunning original sci-fi comic. Some black and white interior art. It's pretty cool. Nice. Rogue android Yuki has become self-aware. It's time for her exact revenge on the abusive masters who tried to destroy her. Okay. Gorgeous black and white cyberpunk tale showcasing the artistic talent of DC and Blade Runner artist Fernando Dagnino. Yeah, I think that was one of the ones I was trying to get was the Simmons variant for Rush. It looked good. Yeah, out was pretty neat. I enjoyed that as well. Also from AWA Upshot, artists, writers, and artisans, we have Telepaths, number 3 of 6 from J. Michael Straczynski, Brian Reber, and a Steve Epting cover here. Ugh. I don't think, I'm not sure. This might be part of the Resistance world because we're talking about powers developing, but I don't think it is. White number 4 getting its second printing, likely going to be just a color variant of the number 4 cover. That's what they've been doing. And then number 5 on FOC here. This, I believe, let's see, limited to 2,500 as always, which is still a silly thing that they did there, given the demand for it. I don't know why I didn't just type out white. I was going to see, because I'm not sure, is that the end of white or if there is an issue 6? I don't remember. Black Mask Comics. There is an issue 6. Okay, so issue 6 will be the last one then, which I thought there were 6 issues in the first series, so I figured there'd probably be 6 in this. And then that takes us to the last one in here is Witchblood number 8 from Matthew Ehrman and Lisa Sturl. Just has been an incredible story, and things have gotten more and more wild in this following what happened in issue 6. Issue 7 just came out last week, and things are a year. I think they do like a year time lapse, and things are getting pretty crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm enjoying this. And we've got there'll be a tarot card variant on cover B here, and a Yoshi Yoshitani connecting cover on cover C here. For some reason, the art for that one isn't here, but the art for all the other Witchblood connecting covers from Yoshi Yoshitani have been on here, so I don't know what that cover art will look like. Well, that is it. That is FOC in just over an hour. So a pretty, like we said earlier, pretty light FOC week. And I think part of that is because we know there's all these delays going on, and because of those delays, books are getting pushed back, and so they don't need to be on FOC yet. Their FOC date will come a little bit later, and then we might see more and more of the FOC dates be like, so FOC today, but the book would be coming out in 4 weeks instead of the usual 3 weeks that used to happen. So yeah, that's all we got going on in the world of FOC this week. Shorter video for you guys. So if you catch this on the rewind, thanks for watching. Thanks for going through the shorter video, kind of a speed FOC with less on it. Yeah, again, we still have copies of this, so hit us up if you want your Nobody's Child number 1 exclusive variant. We'd be happy to get that to you. We're going to be at Baltimore Comic Con this weekend. So no FOC show next week because I will be in Baltimore and enjoying Baltimore Comic Con. But feel free to hit us up if you're going and come say hi. We'll have our stickers with us. So please hit us up if you're there and you want to get a sticker, or we'll have copies. We will have copies there. So definitely, I started packing them up into a I've got a new one of these to hold strictly just the variants in. So they're all in here. Some random stickers on here. Some Dragon Rage, some Mest comics. Trying to remember what that last one is. I want to say I should know what that is. I think it's I'm blanking. It's a Kickstarter comic, but yeah, we will be there. We'll have copies of the variant so you can get them in person and save on shipping. But yeah. Oh man, I appreciate that. But we'll just let everyone have a afternoon or morning off from talking about comics, and we'll be over enjoying the con. So that's it for today. I will see you guys on Sunday in 2 weeks. This week we might have some stuff to drop before we head out to Baltimore, but if not, then the next live thing will be in 2 weeks. So hopefully while we're there, we can get some interviews set up and do some little interviews with creators there. And take Sid's advice here. Buy extra copies of the comic variant for AOKs. That's awesome. It's always a cool thing to do. Don't know if there'll be a channel left after that. Yeah, I don't think you guys would burn it down too badly. This is where Jay started out. So that's it today, though. So catch you guys next time.